Xabi Alonso. Remember the name. He's the hottest property in football management right now. Why? Well, his Bayer Leverkusen team is on fire. Since he took over, they haven't lost a single game. The giants of European football are now circling, eager to secure his signature. Alonso's arrival has transformed Leverkusen from Bundesliga also-rans into world beaters. His tactical genius is clear for all to see. But honestly, it's his ability to inspire and motivate that truly sets him apart. The football world is holding its breath. Where will he go next? Before he was a managerial mastermind, Xabi Alonso was already making waves on the football pitch. His journey began in the Basque country, where his love for the game was nurtured from a young age. Even as a teenager, his intelligence and composure on the ball set him apart from his peers. Xabi Alonso graced the pitch as a player, quickly earning a reputation for his vision and technical brilliance. His ability to read the game and dictate the tempo made him a standout talent wherever he played, and what a player he was. Alonso's performances were a masterclass in midfield artistry, blending defensive grit with creative flair. He was never afraid to take responsibility, often stepping up in the biggest moments. A midfield general with an eye for a pass and a thunderous shot, Alonso could split defenses with a single touch or unleash a rocket from distance. His range of passing was second to none, and his tactical awareness made him the heartbeat of every team he joined. He controlled games with effortless ease, orchestrating play from deep and always seeming to have time on the ball. Teammates trusted him to set the rhythm, while opponents struggled to disrupt his flow. On the international stage, Alonso was just as influential. As a key figure in Spain's golden generation, he helped his country lift both the European Championship and the World Cup, cementing his legacy as one of the finest midfielders of his era. Liverpool fans will remember his pivotal role in their Champions League triumph, especially that unforgettable night in Istanbul. Alonso's equalizing goal in the final was a turning point, sparking one of the greatest comebacks in football history. Real Madrid supporters will recall his contribution to their long-awaited La Decima. Alonso's calm presence and leadership in midfield were crucial, as Madrid finally secured their 10th European crown. And in Bayern Munich, he added yet more silverware to his impressive collection, adapting seamlessly to the Bundesliga and continuing to set the standard for excellence. Alonso wasn't just a world-class player, he was a leader on the pitch. His teammates looked to him for guidance, and his calm authority inspired confidence throughout the squad. He commanded respect from his teammates and struck fear into the hearts of his opponents. Whether facing fierce rivals or under the brightest lights, Alonso's presence was always felt. Off the pitch, his professionalism and humility earned admiration from fans and fellow professionals alike. He was a true ambassador for the sport, respected wherever he went. These qualities, honed over years at the very top, would prove invaluable in his managerial career. The lessons learned as a player would soon shape him into one of football's most promising young coaches. Retiring as a player in 2017, Alonso didn't stay away from football for long. Coaching was his next challenge. He returned to Real Madrid, honing his skills with the youth team. It was a chance to learn the trade, to develop his own philosophy. Alonso was patient, absorbing knowledge and experience. He knew his time would come. In 2023, that time arrived. Bayer Leverkusen came calling, offering him his first senior management role. It was a gamble for both parties, but as they say, fortune favors the bold. When Xabi Alonso took over at Bayer Leverkusen, few could have predicted just how quickly he would leave his mark on the club. His impact was immediate, and honestly, pretty dramatic. It wasn't just about results, it was about a complete shift in mentality, style, and ambition. Alonso brought with him a winning pedigree, a deep understanding of the game, and a clear vision for how he wanted his team to play. He inherited a team languishing in mid-table, struggling for consistency and confidence. The players looked lost, the fans were frustrated, and the club seemed to be drifting without direction. But within just a few weeks, Alonso had transformed them into a winning machine. The turnaround was nothing short of remarkable. Suddenly the same players who looked out of ideas were brimming with energy and belief. Leverkusen under Alonso is, well, a real joy to watch. The football is fast, attacking and full of flair. Every match feels like an event, with fans on the edge of their seats, excited to see what the team will do next. They play with a swagger, a confidence that was just so sorely lacking before. You can see it in the way they celebrate, the way they press, and the way they never seem to panic, even under pressure. Their passing is crisp and incisive, cutting through opposition lines with ease. Alonso's influence is clear in their tactical discipline and the way they control the tempo of games. Their movement is fluid and dynamic, with players constantly interchanging positions and creating space. It's a system that rewards intelligence and teamwork, and the squad is fully bought in. And you know what? The results really speak for themselves. Leverkusen have gone on impressive unbeaten runs, racking up wins against some of the toughest teams in the league. This season, they've been simply unstoppable, scoring goals for fun and playing with a freedom that's infectious. The attacking play is relentless, and the goals come from all over the pitch. But it's not just about attacking. When they need to, Leverkusen can dig deep, defend as a unit, and grind out results. That balance is what makes them so dangerous. They're currently top of the Bundesliga, a position that seemed almost unthinkable before Alonso's arrival. The fans are dreaming big, and the belief around the club is palpable. And frankly, they're now many people's favorites to win the Champions League. With Alonso at the helm, anything feels possible for this Leverkusen side. Alonso's remarkable achievements at Bayer Leverkusen have sent shockwaves through the footballing world. His tactical brilliance, calm demeanor and ability to inspire players have not only transformed his current club, but also caught the attention of the biggest names in European football. Now, some of the most prestigious clubs on the continent are, vying for his signature, eager to secure a manager who seems destined for greatness. Real Madrid, the club where Alonso once orchestrated the midfield with such elegance, now see him as the natural successor to Carlo Ancelotti. The Spanish giants are always on the lookout for leaders who understand their culture and expectations, and Alonso's history with the club makes him an ideal candidate in the eyes of many fans and pundits. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich, another of Alonso's former teams, are equally determined to bring him back to Bavaria. The German powerhouse values his deep understanding of their footballing philosophy, and his previous success as a player in Munich only strengthens their desire to see him return. This time, as the man in charge. The lure of these footballing giants is undeniable. Both clubs offer the promise of competing for the biggest trophies, working with world-class talent, and the chance to cement a legacy at the very top of the game. For any manager, these opportunities would be, incredibly tempting. Yet, despite the mounting interest and speculation, Alonso remains focused on his current project. At Leverkusen, he's building something truly special, instilling belief, developing young talent, and creating a team that plays with both style and substance. He's in no rush to leave, determined to see his vision through. One thing is absolutely certain. Xabi Alonso has become the most sought-after manager in world football. His name dominates headlines, and speculation about his future is a constant topic of conversation among fans, journalists, and club executives alike. With his tactical acumen, natural leadership, and relentless winning mentality, Alonso represents the complete package. He's shown he can adapt, innovate, and inspire, qualities that every top club craves in a manager. But as the football world waits with bated breath, one question remains: where will Xabi Alonso go next? Will he answer the call of a European giant, or continue to write history at Leverkusen? Only time will tell.